Apparently I peed in the closet.
There.
This is the Greg Cote Show with Greg Cote.
Pardon it.
Here's your host, Greg Cote.
This is it, Greg.
Yeah.
Super Bowl party.
Well, first of all, welcome to the podcast, everybody. You're too close. What are you doing?
I mean, I'm trying to get good audio here so I can hear you.
All right. Yes, we're at my umpteenth annual Super Bowl party. One of our bigger parties, actually.
And as we're starting here, you're like the lineups are being announced. You can see in the background.
Yeah, we got our squares all filled out. We got our mandatory Super Bowl squares game. We got our pick'em contest with entries there.
It's pretty chaotic.
It is.
Do you want to walk us around the food here we have at your party?
Yeah, we got. I mean, just show it all here. We got chicken wings. We got twice baked
potato skins,
quesadillas,
a little taco bar, a little tuna dip, a little popcorn chicken for the kids.
Yeah, there's homemade sourdough bread.
Little Corey yammering in the background.
Yeah, and this is the famous Cioppino. This is the famous Cioppino.
The complicated, I have to admit it's delicious.
Look at this. Oh, baby. Oh.
So what are your thoughts here? The game's about to start. What's the final prediction? You're one of the few people in our pool that's picked the Patriots.
I honestly think New England is going to win. I picked them 27-23. I think their defense is really going to rise up. I think Drake May is going to play great. I think they're a good team. But I'm looking forward to the commercials like everybody else. I'm looking forward to Bad Bunny.
There's like
I couldn't
50
name a
people
single
here.
song of his.
You're not going to be able to hear a single commercial
I know.
at this party.
Well, we'll make an announcement. I have a loudspeaker, an old-timey loudspeaker.
You're not gonna-
megaphone. We'll make an
No,
announcement.
you won't.
Yeah, we will.
I want to, I could watch you right now go try to get this house quiet. Have you met your son? Younger son Michael is one of the loudest people in the history of people.
Right, he really is. When he gets cranking. Yes.
Yeah, everyone's loud.
Anyway, thank you all for being here. We're going to take a break now. We're going to come back at halftime.
Wow.
And then after the game. Too much spicy going on. Too much spicy in the food, baby.
Greg Cote's dancing.
All right, here we go. Let's go. $100 after the second, $100 after the third, and $200 after the fourth.
Question.
No, the final score, not the fourth.
Is it final score? Is it overtime or is it at the end of the
final
fourth?
score.
It's final score.
Final score, including
So if it goes
overtime.
to OT, okay.
Yeah.
What's your policy on commercial talking?
I hate it. Yeah, that's a good point. Let's all treat the coming commercial as if it's a 4th and 1 at the goal line. The commercials are sacrosanct.
You're literally talking during a commercial.
I know I am. Now, let me turn that to 1,000.
Commercial lives matter.
1,000 decibels here.
How do you get into that?
We are about to miss kickoff.
How do you get it over there?
Greg Cote.
How do you get it there? Michael! How do you get it?
Greg touched the remote, and now we're gonna miss kickoff.
Another crisis solved.
There we go. Yeah.
Another crisis solved.
Nobody
Will it
let
make the
him.
top 10 on the catchphrase countdown? Another crisis solved.
All right, this is big. Coin toss. Heads. Too many captains, huh? What do you think about how many captains they have in this game?
They got every captain out there but Captain Hook. It's unbelievable.
Heads.
Lady Liberty's going to win time.
Heads. Let's go, Joe. Don't let me down, Joe.
Joe Montana.
Come on, heads. Come on, Joe Cool.
And he's got his check down.
Yeah! And we're even.
All right, big win for Chris Cote. Congrats.
What the hell are you talking about?
I think I've mentioned this before, and it never isn't true. My mother, Nana Doobie, invented the handheld fan. I was
No, she didn't.
well, she never got a patent. I mean, she never reaped the benefits. But I distinctly remember she and I were walking to Quick Check to return bottles for the deposit, and it was super hot. It was like a 3-block walk. It was super hot. And she said, man, I wish I had a fan right now. And she held up something in front of her face, implying a hand.
She waved like a piece of paper.
Yes, and so de facto, she invented the handheld fan that day, walking from 1440 to a quick check to get returns on a bottle. As we're missing exciting plays in the Super Bowl.
6-0, another sack for Seattle. What are your thoughts so far?
My thoughts right now is that I don't like my chances to be right on New
You
England.
picked the Patriots. It's a defensive battle right now.
But the defensive battle is being won by one team, not both.
All right.
It's sad.
Long way to go. Are
Sad.
you excited for Bad Bunny?
I sort of am.
Bad Bunny.
I am. Let's go, Bunny. Bunny.
We just experienced what's happening in America just happened in our living room during that
True.
performance.
It is absolutely.
I mean, other than you, all the old white people hated it,
I know.
and all the young people were like, "Oh, this is good."
I said that was when it ended. I said that was fantastic. And one of your close friends turned to me and said, "Really?
Relax.
You thought so?"
I mean, she's one of my close friends. That's funny.
All right. Okay. And then somebody else. What did Chris say?
You don't have to name names.
I know.
But yes,
it's a common name. What did he say though?
The old white people were doing old white people things.
Right.
During
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Saying, what did he say? Or what's he talking about?
What did he say during that?
Yeah, I thought it was great. I didn't understand many of the lyrics. I thought the production was great. Even by Super Bowl standards, you expect Super Bowl to be over the top. It's like an opening ceremony in the Olympics. You expect it to be just over the top, theatrical, and this was. But even by Super Bowl standards, I just thought it was great. What a production. It involved thousands of people, different sets. I just thought it was epic.
Yeah.
I thought it was great.
No, I mean, I'm a big Bad Bunny fan. He played Monaco, which is one of my favorites. He didn't play a lot of it, but he touched on it.
Right.
I liked it.
Yeah, I love that Lady Gaga was one of his surprise guests.
Ricky Martin.
I didn't expect them. I thought Cardi B or whatever, but I thought the halftime show was uplifting for me because A, I couldn't hear any of the commercials because it's been so loud at my party.
Yeah.
And B, I'm taking a bleep on my pick because the Patriots are doing 0 in the first half. So we'll see how it finishes.
That kind of thing.
Exactly, that kind of thing. Yeah. Oh.
All right, we are watching what people are calling one of the more boring Super Bowls in recent memory.
Okay. It's 12-0.
About to go to the fourth quarter.
Yeah, it's 12-0 late in the third. And at this point, New England, I take back everything I said about Patriots Dynasty 2.0 beginning.
Yeah.
That's not, I mean,
Yeah.
Seattle's defense.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Here's what I hope.
It's just a boring game.
It's a boring game, but I hope the narrative isn't boring game, Patriots sucked. I hope the narrative is Seattle.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
I mean,
their defense is good.
I don't even know what Sam Darnold's stats are. It's almost irrelevant.
Yeah.
I mean, that Seattle defense.
Yeah.
It just proves that if you do one thing well, one thing really well, you can be a champion.
So I think, the party's energy has, kept pace with the game. As this game has gotten
Yeah.
boring, the party, everyone's left.
Yeah.
Nobody's here anymore.
Yeah. Well, yeah. About half of the crowd is left.
And we're about to leave. So I think we're just
know.
going to end this here unless there's an exciting finish.
Yes.
If there's an exciting finish, we'll jump on Zoom for a recap. But
Right.
if Seattle just wins easy, we're going to call this let's get to the rest of the episode.
Exactly.
We're about done with this party.
Okay, final comment. A Cioppino went over really well.
Rockstar the dish.
Rockstar the place.
Saw your nose hairs when you gave me that angle.
I'm sorry.
Let's get to the rest of the episode.
Let's go.
Unless it's a good finish, then we'll be back.
Exactly. Okay, enough about the Super Bowl. We are done celebrating America's national holiday.
It's oddly
bright at your house this time of night after the Super Bowl.
Almost like we're recording this at a different time. Weird. It's strange the way that works.
I would love nothing more than your lawn boy to be mowing right outside your window.
I don't feel like anyone expects us to do a full episode at like midnight on a Sunday. Come on.
No.
Like, what do you want from us, folks?
Yeah. If we did, Yeti would quit in about a week and a half. and I wouldn't blame him. He'd be up at 1 a.m. Editing. Actually, my lawn guy was cutting me about an hour ago. So
Baby.
The timing is perfect. Okay, I want to turn from our national holiday, the Super Bowl, to the next holiday, which is Valentine's Day, because I'm about to do a public service here. Okay, I'm about to tell you something that is happening on Tuesday, February 10th, the day after we drop. And I don't know if you all have heard about this. McDonald's, this is a brilliant advertising gimmick. McDonald's has a McNugget caviar kit. McDonald's.
Oh my God, you're talking my language. I am into caviar, dude. Talk to me.
Okay. All right, this is good. You gotta, since your wife.
I am the perfect demographic for this. I'm a McDonald's guy and I'm a recent caviar guy. Like, talk to me. You are talking. Like, I want to take my pants off right now.
Okay, go ahead, because we're seeing you from waist up. Okay, I'm going to read this verbatim. McDonald's McNugget caviar kits will be available exclusively online at McNuggetCaviar.com on Tuesday only, February 10th, starting at 11 a.m. Eastern, while limited supplies last. These kits will not be available at restaurant locations. The McDonald's McNugget caviar kit include, and they're giving this away.
So I got to go to a website.
You got to go to a website.
Can I do this right now?
No, it's beginning Tuesday, tomorrow at 11 a.m.
Oh my God.
But it's McNugget.
Wow, you are McDonald's.
He called it McDuggets.
I mean, hey guys, my man's had a long Super Bowl Sunday.
Seriously,
we are hammered right now.
Okay, okay, it's not McDonald's. Okay, the website is McNuggetCaviar.com.
And we are not getting paid for this. You're just doing a free advertisement.
It's free. The McDonald's McNugget Caviar Kit includes a 1-ounce tin of McNugget caviar featuring premium berry sturgeon caviar, creme fraiche, mother of pearl caviar spoon, and a $25 McDonald's gift certificate or gift card.
Oh, so
to buy
saying,
McNuggets.
I get it now. They're saying that, like, because I'll learn you guys. I'm a caviar guy. You need a vehicle for caviar.
Right.
It can be a little crostini. It can be a lot of things.
Yes.
It can be a bagel. And they're saying instead of doing a bagel or a piece of little crostini, it's a nugget from McDonald's.
They're switching it up.
I am in on this. A little creme fraiche
with chicken McNuggets.
Yo.
Yes.
My mouth is watering right now.
I know. Okay, so listen, you all listening are gonna have to compete with my son to get this. So go to the website McNuggetCaviar.com.
Now it sounds like it's an ad. Like they're not paying us. Like, we got it, Dad. We got the website.
Well, this is a PSA.
You're about to say it the third time. Like, we got the website.
Okay, it's a public service announcement because I don't even like caviar. I've had it. I think it's meh. I don't hate it. I'm not anti-caviar, but I don't like it. I wouldn't choose it.
That's so insane because you love salt.
I do.
And it's so salty.
Yeah. Fish eggs, not a big fan.
See, that's why you're just being fooled by the name there. Like, it literally could not taste any less fishy.
I've not had, like, caviar. I've had roe, like, salmon eggs on top of sushi, but
no.
Row.
Not even close. Not even close.
Sad radio row.
My bad, Chris. I said the word. I said row.
I mean, all right, go ahead. We can talk about it. In our previous coverage, my dad wanted to play his sad radio row song.
Right.
And, he's calling, the late Tony Saragusa fat. He's making suicide jokes. It doesn't age well. Okay. All right. What do you want from me? It's not that funny. It's not worth people getting mad at us over, it's just not that funny.
Okay. All right. I'm not even going to argue about it anymore. But get your McNugget caviar and thank me later. Okay,
I will.
Thank me
I
later.
will.
Now,
can I just apologize to the audience for Greg Cote's popping on his microphone? We're aware of it.
Nana and popping.
Okay, Nana and popping. All right.
Pop Cody.
We're aware of it. We are fixing it. We're in the process of building out our new studio, and in the coming weeks, the problem will be resolved.
Okay, how come I'm not hearing this alleged popping?
I don't know.
I couldn't tell you, Greg.
Yeah.
Okay, because I literally, it's not audible in my...
He thinks his pop don't stink.
Of course,
That's
now
right.
that I said it, he probably won't pop the rest of the episode, but that would be good.
That.
Yeah.
Okay. Before we move on from McDonald's wonderful advertising gimmick with caviar, I want to complain
There it
about
is.
something else, okay? We saw this ad on the Super Bowl last night. Okay,
Can you stop.
and
We're doing this. We're clearly recording this before the Super Bowl. Stop trying to time us and like make it sound synergy.
okay, but we're coming out on Monday.
Why wouldn't you bring this up during our Super Bowl coverage? We just did 10 minutes on the Super Bowl.
I'm bringing it up now because I researched it today. I'm talking about it now. You all saw the ad I'm referring to. I am accusing Pepsi of advertising theft. The cola wars are back. Pepsi just stole the polar bear from rival Coke. The Super Bowl ad had a polar bear taking a blind taste test and choosing Pepsi. Imagine that.
Are they allowed to do that?
Apparently they are.
Can you trademark polar bears?
Did it say Coke in the ad? I don't know because I haven't seen it yet.
I believe it did. At the very least, it had a red can that next to a Pepsi can screams Coke.
Right.
Okay. Now, I think that's low of Pepsi. I know most of you out there probably loved the Pepsi ad. It's cute. Oh, it's a talking polar bear. So cute. I'm a Coke guy or a Diet Coke guy,
Hell yeah.
but never more than now. Okay? Never more than now because I accuse Pepsi of grand theft polar bear.
If Coke, you're so full of it though. If Coke did what you're talking about to Pepsi, you'd be fine with it. It's just because Pepsi did it to Coke. I feel like we should do the same exact commercial, but with a polar bear deciding between a Dave Hyde and a Greg Cote column. and he takes the Greg Cote column and he's like, yeah, that's the
Cody
big stuff.
column. Greg.
Ooh, we should play Cody column.
I think
Yeah.
there is a back in my day that you've done on Super Bowl commercials before, maybe. But
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know that you've done one about the timing of it. Because I can't stand the fact that they release them all early now. Or so many of
Right.
them early. It's like, if I'm not into the game, what else am I going to watch for?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's how we found out about that whole Guy Fieri makeover thing. And that's how I found out before the Super Bowl about Pepsi stealing Grand Theft Polar Bear.
If they want to tease and say there's something coming to, hey, make sure you watch the Super Bowl for our new ad, whatever, that's fine.
Right.
And I love when they release them all after the Super Bowl. That's cool too. But it's like letting me know what I'm getting for Christmas. I don't want to know.
Yeah, I know.
I want to be surprised.
And the problem is, unlike a movie trailer, which is usually 60 seconds or something, sometimes you can see these entire commercials, the entire 2-minute commercial or whatever on YouTube or whatever. And I don't agree with that. But then again, untold hundreds of millions of people, 230 million people are going to watch these commercials Sunday night, whereas who's actually chasing it down on YouTube? A fraction of that. So
Right.
I really do think we should replay. And this might have been, I think thinking back on it, one of the first bits we did on this podcast.
I think
This
it was.
Yeah, this was before you, right?
Cody
This is one of
Column
our-
was episode 2, I think.
That's
2
what
or
I
3.
mean.
I think so.
So
Yeah.
literally, I think it is the first produced bit we did, which is is this a medicine that's called Cody Column?
Let's
No,
play it right
you're
now.
reading Cody's column.
This is all right. Let's play.
I know what it is. I'm making fun of myself. I'm making fun of my columns putting people asleep. And
So
I'm
this-
using an example like my column on the Marlins bullpen woes.
Let's play it right here. This is what happens when you read a Cody Column.
Let's take a trip down memory lane in Greg Cody's Wayback Machine.
Back in it. Honey, I just cannot fall asleep. Would you please hand me that Cote column on the Marlins bullpen woes? Take Cote column tonight and sleep.
Cote column, Cote column, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep. Cote column, Cote column, Cote column, go to sleep, go to sleep.
Sleep.
Cote column. Look at us. Look at us doing bits from episode 2.
That was funny.
Or 3.
Yeah, whatever.
Right, whatever. And Christopher, that was you in the background saying Cote column, right?
I think so.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, it was
Chris was
just
singing.
you and I doing this, so. And,
Right.
and Lord knows you weren't doing any production.
No, that's for sure. Now, if that was indeed the second or third episode, had we come out of the closet yet? I can't remember.
That's a good question. I don't
like
remember.
we-
I think
I
you
feel
did.
like
I think you.
Yeah, I feel
had,
like we
but-
punted on the closet pretty quick.
Yeah. Because it was just physically,
Awkward.
yeah, it was weird.
Yeah, you and me standing in your closet for a half hour was very awkward, yes.
I know. Though it smelled like mildew. It's just like
It's always been a
terrible
weird
place.
It's always been a weird closet.
It has.
Did you ever make whoopee in your dad's closet?
No.
I mean,
I would never I thought that was more of a question for my dad, like hiding from the kids or something.
No.
But
my weirdest closet story is that I got up once to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, and I took a wrong turn, and I must have been sleepwalking or something because
Go ahead.
Erlene told me about the next morning. Apparently, I peed in the closet.
There it is. Like that is such like I love how you're like I was just sleeping. You were hammered.
No,
Like,
I don't know that.
Dad, Joey, my friend Joey, he's peed on a keyboard before. When you're hammered,
Ooh.
sometimes you wake up and you think you're in the bathroom and you're not.
Okay, that
I love how Greg was just like, I made a wrong turn and it had nothing to do with the 17 Miller Lights that I had the night before. It was the night Tyson bit Holyfield's ear off.
Okay, it was 14 Miller Lights.
1440 Miller Lights.
There you go.
At least we got our cold open now with my dad saying he once peed in a closet.
True.
Well, I mean, hasn't everyone?
I mean, that night we got our Lebitard show topic. Like, thank you. Like, that's just good work out of you giving us fodder for a tease and a Lebitard show topic. We are back, baby.
Greg, I want to shout out one of our listeners, Steve Kearney. He took Chris up on the challenge, and I'm bringing this up because I think you might need to light a little fire under his ass. But he took Chris up on his challenge to re-listen to all of our episodes. Chris issued this challenge in December.
What?
Yeah, to go back and listen.
And he's already done it?
He's in the middle. He's about halfway through.
I feel bad for him.
He is 2023 episode 15. So that's about
Oh my God.
almost 3 years ago.
He must be listening at like 4 times speed.
but it's cool because I told him we'll have him on the show when he finishes. He's taking notes.
Oh,
The
for
problem
sure.
is,
Will we?
I said today, you've got about 150 episodes to go, give or take a few. He says, I'm savoring it as much as possible. The challenge was to get this done, Steve.
Yeah.
You're supposed to listen through quick.
This isn't
Chris-
slow and steady. This is let's go.
Right.
No,
I know.
I like the savor factor. I mean,
what, you want him to say? Greg, you might not have 6 years for him to catch up.
All right, honestly though, if we're gonna have him on, he needs to have the 5 worst episodes. That is the only way we will allow him on these. He can have his 5 favorite too if he wants to do that.
Okay.
But his main assignment from me is I want our bottom 5 episodes by number, so people can go back and listen to them. And I
Right.
guarantee number 1 has to make the countdown.
My favorite thing that he's brought up about me was he called, I forgot this happened. You were at Radio Row. You had just been behind Russell Wilson.
Yeah, the sub thing.
Doing
Yeah.
the sub thing behind Russell Wilson. And I referred to the Russell Wilson interview as I referred to it as the Russell Wilson of interviews. That's what it was. Because he was kind of bland, and I was really happy with that. But I'd forgotten all about that. I listened to that whole episode today. It was really good. It was good
Nice.
stuff. So.
Look at us.
Yeah, I know. Look
How
at us.
about that?
The Golix popped by. Chris had the Golix appear.
I remember that day. Man,
Yeah.
I miss Radio Row. That was the Super Bowl that I grittied with Mac Jones.
And that was Hot Whistle. That's where you
Yeah.
ate the spicy.
That's what I mean. Me and Tony were saying on Mystery Crate this week. Like I know Stugatz and Billy did their thing, but I think our best content outside of when we all went as a show, that was obviously a great year. But besides that year, I think the year me, Whitty, and Tony went, we got some of the best stuff on Radio Row.
Yeah, that LA one was you guys did pull in a lot that year. That was 3 years ago. The what was it? I was texting with Izzy this week. It's his first time seeing Stugotz at Radio Row. That is this. I mean, not like I've never hung out with him outside of that, but it's so different than what you see on the show. He just floats the entire week.
Yeah, he screams Radio Row, Stugotz.
Some of that is the weed, but still. But the rest of it is he's just floating off the energy of the place and like being and how everyone knows him, everyone loves him.
Oh, he loves that. Yeah.
He
loves. By the way, why didn't the Levitard show be at Radio Row in L.A. or not?
We had Damashek there. I mean, we decided this year.
That's true.
We're planning some other things. I think we might get Dan out in Tahoe this year. So we kind of just, budget wise, we just kind of like realized that everyone does Super Bowl, so we're trying to do. We just kind of strategically decided to, and it worked out with all the Giannis stuff. Like we talked more Giannis this week than we did Super Bowl, and it didn't end up being a very intriguing Super Bowl of all the matchups. So I actually think I was disappointed in it, honestly, at the beginning, thinking we got to be there, selfishly because I wanted to go. But I do think it ended up working out.
No, it did. But by the way, the Giannis Antetokounmpo to the Heat thing turned out to be a big anticlimax. Like in retrospect, the minute and seconds countdown, fans chanting, "We want Giannis" at a home game. It was all for naught. Although, as I wrote in my column, hopefully the Heat think it's a dream deferred, not a dream dead, because come summer, the whole thing rewinds and everybody's like, "Oh, well, Giannis signed with the Heat." So I don't think it's over, but it certainly was an anticlimactic trade deadline day for Miami. That's for sure. What do you think, Christopher? Do you agree? Do you agree that they could have him again? Have a chance for him in summer?
I do, but I don't think it takes away from just this. The Heat are doing this thing where they're just trying to like always act like they're in the game, and it's a lot of L's in a row, and it's just it's getting
another year
frustrating.
without a splash.
But this is a deferred L. Since they could get him 3.5 months later, I don't think you can give them an L yet. And I think you'd agree this time. I mean, they've even gone after Giannis before, but this time the national media was in agreement that, wow, it's down to Miami and maybe Minnesota and Golden State. Miami was definitely considered a team that was right in the running for him. So hopefully it continues.
I heard some other people talking about, like Heat fans, saying that it's more, there's no more free. Like, if you really think, we got LeBron. I know it was a sign and trade, but it's like these guys were free agents. People don't go to free agency anymore in the NBA.
Right.
Like, this is a different game Riley's playing. Like, you need to acquire assets. You need to before you let people, like Andrew Wiggins now is just going to walk in the offseason. As Charlie is like, what is Charlie doing?
He's destroying your house.
Okay, I got to take a quick timeout. Michael just showed up unannounced.
No, I don't want a timeout. I just explain
Michael
that.
can take care of the dog himself.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I just wanted to explain to the audience why it sounds like there's tap dancing and glass breaking in my ear all at the same time.
Okay, now Michael's leaving. I don't know what's going on here. Okay.
Wow.
Maybe he couldn't take care of himself with the dog.
He shows up, he riles up the dog, and he leaves. Okay, whatever.
I wish he'd pop in your
to him,
window and just yell that kind of thing.
In fairness to him, he had no idea we were recording right now. What were we talking about? I'm discombobulated.
The Heat free agency.
Oh, yeah. Free agency is almost a thing of the past, because if you're an athlete of stature, you can sort of force your way out of your contract whenever.
Right. That's what I mean. But LeBron was a free agent, and it was like Riley got to do the thing where you drop the rings and no one can do it like we can do it. And it's just a different, now he has to get in the room with like other GMs and presidents, and it's like, hey, give me your star. And it's just not as easy.
Okay. But the Heat had and have a very fair offer. They
see, that's what I know. You want to think that, but clearly not.
Well, clearly it was not good enough for Milwaukee right now, but it's going to be better. It's going to be better in the summer by a first-round draft pick.
But you got it. Why don't you make the move? Like, see, like they do this thing of like, we don't punt on seasons. If we're not getting Giannis, we're going to hold on to Andrew Wiggins. It's like, no, you should trade Andrew Wiggins for a draft pick, trade that Rozier contract for a draft pick, and now you have more assets. Like they did this thing of like, I don't know. It just feels like they have this, the Heat fan base would completely understand if they traded Andrew Wiggins at just a chance of getting Giannis.
Right.
Like no Heat fan is going to be like, oh my God, you didn't end up getting Giannis, but you got rid of Andrew Wiggins? What an idiot. I'd be like, no, thank you, Pat Riley, for trying to get Giannis. Like,
okay.
It feels like they were holding on to their cards like with the expectation until they had the guarantee. It's like, no, you got to make the move before the move, even if it's a risk and you don't end up getting him.
Okay, you think they're going to get a first-round pick for Andrew Wiggins? Yes or no?
I think he's an expiring contract. Like, look, I don't know this stuff, like, but I heard a lot. Like Jeremy was saying all week that guys like Andrew Wiggins and guys like Terry Rozier are actually kind of valuable because they're expiring contracts.
Right.
And teams are looking to create cap space. So,
right.
I'm not a basketball whiz, but I heard that they could have made a move. They could have gotten rid of those type of guys for more assets that would have made their package better. So they could have thrown more picks on top of Ware and Tyler Hero.
You can't get a whale if your boat isn't in position. And they're not making any of the moves to get into the waters where the whales are.
They were out on the water, and they had a small boat, and they were like, hey, you can do a few things. They have a bigger boat here. And they're like, but we're nervous. We might not catch the fish anyway. It's like, you can't be nervous.
Okay.
We stink anyways, so it's like, give up, put all your chips in for Giannis. And it feels like they're always holding back.
I think their offer for Giannis was very competitive. I don't agree with you guys because it's not just Hero and Khalil Ware they were offering. They would have thrown in Jaquez as well.
Jaime Jaquez, right, but they wanted more draft capital too, and that's what the Heat were lacking, and they could have moved guys, like I just said, to have more draft picks, so you could give up all the guys you're talking about and more draft picks.
Right, okay. In the summer, they're going to have a third first-round pick to offer. I mean, I think they're doing
so
what
will
they
every
should.
team. So will every other team that just was in on it.
Okay, but right now, it looks like just Minnesota and Miami, although more could come by the summer. But anyway, let's not continue all this talk. Catchphrase countdown? Anybody?
Yes, please. I need it.
Okay.
The Greg Cote Show with Greg Cote in partnership with Greg Cote presents Greg Cote's Top 50 Catchphrase Countdown. Brought to you by Greg Cote.
This is the 6th installment of the Greg Cote Show with Greg Cote in partnership with Greg Cote presents Greg Cote's Top 50 Catchphrases Countdown, brought to you by Greg Cote. 2 per week. We begin with number 50. I'm fuller than Vern Fuller. And 49. Where's my click, click? Then 48. Hey, Butterfinger. And 47. Punt. Then 46. Scranton. And 45. I'm busier than a one-armed paper hanger. 44. Georgia. Georgia, always on my mind. And 43, I'm the kind of guy that. And last week, 42, ballin' the jack. And 41, hey, with the monkeys, baby.
Do you think at some point you're going to need to like record that and then we can speed it up? So like it's like number 50, like we can just replay old ones and we can speed it up.
That's a great idea.
So it's not us like when you're down to number 12 and we have to sit here for 3 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
I think we need to sit here. It also means less editing for me.
I mean, it's just a speed up feature.
I think the speed up thing is great. I mean, I listen at 1.5 anyway. If we could speed it up to like 2.0.
I can speed it up in post for sure, Greg. You're still going to have to do it.
Yeah.
Okay. But sped up presented, I like the idea. Okay. Here we go. Number 40. Thank you, Billy.
Really?
Yep.
God, I can't believe I don't have. I this is on me, guys.
Yeah, I invited you a couple of times to take a lead in this, and you didn't.
All right. Thank you, Billy.
So you can't complain. I like that at this position. because it's an homage to, I almost said the late, great Billy Gill.
Whoa.
It's an homage to Billy Gill, who's alive and well. And it's who
just texted me earlier today that he was leaving San Francisco and the Super Bowl coverage that he did, and he saw AJ and Big Justice in the airport.
Oh, dang.
I mean, you want to talk about jealous.
Okay, who were AJ and Big Justice?
Granted, I asked him if he gave him a couple booms, and he said he just gave him a head nod. But
who were AJ and Justice?
I mean, if you need to ask, then you don't need to know.
That's right.
Okay, are they pro wrestlers?
They have
done wrestling.
They almost close.
Okay.
They have made an appearance.
They're the Costco guy. They're the Costco guys. They do booms. No big deal. Don't worry.
Okay, if they're wildly popular and I've never heard of them, what it means is they're quote unquote influencers.
I guarantee you, we couldn't get them on our pod.
Okay, nor would we want to.
No, we would,
because I've never heard of them.
No, we would.
You would.
Would we?
We would go big, Dad. We would go. Oh my!
Where's
God.
my click?
Click.
Okay. All right. Let's reach out to them then, and they'll say
we could
yes.
talk to them about their catchphrase, and you could let them hear your catchphrases.
There you go. Okay, number 40 was thank you, Billy, which I'll continue to say when other people support me on the show.
Although earlier this week, Mike Ryan just supported you wholeheartedly, and you're like, "Thank you, Mike."
I know, but I'll go back to thank you, Billy.
It would have been such a great time.
Mike and Tony really are the only ones on the show who support me now that Billy's gone.
Wow.
Thank you, Billy. Okay, number 39.
Has he ever said that in bed?
I love him like a pet. I love him like a pet.
That's a good one.
Respectable.
Yeah.
Okay, that I like that because it's obviously it's almost always meant lovingly, but at the same time, it's a backhanded compliment.
This is also not to be confused with Greg Cote referring to pets as farts.
Right.
True.
That's
true.
true.
Farts as pets.
Here I mean the literal pet.
Yes. This
like
is I love you. Yes.
I'm telling Levitard I love him like a pet, which means he's in the running to be loved more than Jumpin' Charlie. He'll probably finish just behind him, but he's in the running.
It's what you do when you're trying to be funny and you're trying to express out loud that you care about someone.
Yes.
It's Greg Cote's shtick, his go-to of, I'm a fan of this person. I love him like a pet.
I think that's fair. Fair.
And a sidebar of this one is whenever my dad was coaching my Little League games, and he would announce at the end of the season, at the team party, giving everyone their trophy, he would say of me, I love him like a son.
Right.
It would be like, this kid, he's a good defender. He's a good team guy. I love him like a son. Chris Cote, it's like.
Yes. Because when I'm in my head coach's clothes, I got to be neutral.
Right.
I like to tell my kids, like Penny, she's my only daughter. You're the best daughter I've ever had. You're also the worst.
Yeah.
Because she's the only one.
Right.
There's no one to compete for worst daughter.
Yep. Check a lot of boxes.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair.
Oh, she got her learner's permit today.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
And she hates you? This is a rough time.
Although she's going to want me working with her on driving more than Jane.
Oh, okay.
She's already freaked out at Jane today.
So you're back.
Yeah, well,
this might actually help. This might help.
It might help.
Nice.
But yeah, so
learner's permit.
Terrifying days. They don't make you take a class here before you go get your learner's permit. We had to go through driver's ed at the school. We had to drive with the instructor for a certain amount of hours, then pass a written test, which I failed 3 times, just to get our learner's permit.
Wow.
And then you had to pass the driver's test to get your actual license. But yeah, here you just pay the money, pass a written test that you haven't taken a class for, and but she passed the test, so whatever.
Dad, you were about to do a clunky transition that you wanted to sound natural?
Yeah. Hey, who's up for dad jokes?
Sloan is.
All right.
He's always kind of thinking that his puns are in vogue. He cracks himself up like an egg with a yolk. And now Chris's morale is broke. Dad jokes.
Number 3. Which U.S. state has the most math teachers?
Math?
Math teachers.
Mathematics.
All right, can't be Montana.
Massachusetts.
Can't be
Correct.
Yeah!
Massachusetts.
Why did I act like that was a real trivia question? I got into my brain. I was like, wow, let's answer this. This is a real good one.
Yeah, Massachusetts.
Massachusetts.
Number 2. What is a city, a vacuum, and a saying?
I don't know.
Eureka.
That's trivia. That's not a dad joke. That's trivia.
I think it's a dad joke.
Because Eureka, Alaska. It's a saying Eureka. And what was the other
There's
thing?
a Eureka,
vacuum.
California
yeah, and a
as
vacuum.
well.
Yeah.
It's listed under dad jokes on my dad joke segment of my podcast, so therefore it's a dad joke.
Yeah, it's listed under dad jokes.
Yeah, see,
on
that's
this...
more of a 3 facts, Jack.
No, it's listed under dad jokes under this website that I go to called 200 Dad Jokes.
I do not.
Yes, you do.
Pardon me.
No one believes you don't.
Yeah, thank you for telling me it works on my podcast.
No one believes you don't.
Number 1.
Moving on.
What do you call a belt made of clocks?
A time waster?
A waste of time.
Oh, I was right there. I said time
You were right
waster.
there. Not close, though.
Not quite.
No, can't even give you half credit.
Oh, bullshit.
How do you not get partial credit for that?
No, he was in the neighborhood, but he wasn't knocking on the right door.
Oh, yeah, Al Sheen. Give me partial credit.
Speaking of knocking on the right door, how about 3 facts, Jack?
There are 3 things that interest him, so sit right back for 3 facts, Jack.
Number 3. This is a long one, but it's worth it. The zipper wasn't always the zipper. Upon its invention in 1851, it was called the automatic continuous clothing closure. It was patented in 1893 as a clasp locker. It wasn't coined the zipper until 1923 by the B.F. Goodrich Company, which used the term for its new rubber galoshes because the zip sound the fastener made. How about that?
How about that?
Neither one of you were paying attention. Christopher's on his phone. Yeti was reaching for something. Nobody was listening to the fabulous fact about the zipper.
If I'm being honest, I texted about 10 minutes ago Stu Gotts saying, "Can I call you real fast just to like get a sentence on how awesome Radio Row was this week?" But he said that he's at a lacrosse game for his daughter, and he's like, "Can we do later or tomorrow?"
Okay. All right. Call him tomorrow, record him, and then just toss it in.
Nope.
Okay. Thank you anyway, Stu Gotts.
Stu Gotts texts me on this episode, so we can put it in the description.
Yeah. Stu Gotts reaches out.
Stu Gotts and Chris connect.
Okay, there you go. Number 1.
Actually, you know what? We'll do this. Yeti, maybe you can use this for social. Ooh, Stu Gotts is calling me. All right, there you go.
Right. Do we tell Greg that he missed number 2?
No, actually, I had corrected myself in my mind. Number 2. The start of human history is thought to have been around 3000 BC with the invention of writing in Lower Mesopotamia.
Mesopotamia.
Whatever.
George.
I wasn't even around then. But I like it that the advent of writing, the invention of writing, is what signified the start of human history, advanced civilization.
Right, because that's how you record things. Human
writing.
recorded history. If they're not documenting somehow, that's how you record history, Greg. You are a journalist. You have recorded history for...
Yes, I have. Number 1.
3,000
Candy apples. Candy apples were invented in 1908 in Newark, New Jersey.
There's that punch. The short punch.
I like number 1 to be short. Like, bam.
I wish all 3 were short. I am going to miss football.
I think we all will.
I mean, it's just kind of setting in now that football's done.
Yeah.
Like,
it really is.
The Panthers are going to miss the playoffs. The Heat didn't get Giannis. Like, what do I have?
Well, Marlins are starting almost, sort of.
I mean, golf is back.
Daytona 500 is next week.
So I got nothing.
Exactly.
What are we going to talk about for 6 months?
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Catchphrases.
Yeah, we'll do catchphrases. We'll do all our bells and whistles. Are we done now?
We are so done.
You know what? Before we leave, I want to tell all you all to go to our YouTube channel at the Greg Cote Show if you haven't yet, and check that out, because our YouTube watches are really increasing. We had more than usual for last week's episode with Zaslow.
I wonder why that was.
And I want to thank you all. What are they?
What?
He said, I wonder why that was. But we're up for the year. This whole year.
I'm teasing.
Had
That's
great
what happens.
support.
Love it. Grow, when you stay at something, and thanks to Yeti for doing all the legwork on it, we're building, and we are. Look at us. Look at these faces. Who wouldn't want to see these every Monday?
Yeah,
I will say, Greg, you had an entire cooking segment on the Levitard show, and you not once did you bring up your beef log.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good point.
I know.
We are going to keep doing videos like that. My dad's going to keep putting out content. We're going to keep trying to get a little tighter, clean up some of his yammering.
That's true. But anyway, do subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's totally free. Check out our merch store. Get your new Where's My Click t-shirt. And join us again next week, because Pod Family, which I say every week in closing, you're our Pod Family. We don't take you for granted. We appreciate you. And we want you to come back every week and tell others that you love our show and that they should too, or else you'll stop liking them. So,
Greg Cote will give anyone who shares our podcast and then you can prove that they listened $1.
That's funny.
No?
In spirit.
A spiritual dollar. So tweet us or message us if you're due that spiritual dollar.
Okay. Spiritual dollar. That sounds like a phrase that should be a real thing. All right. Good night, everybody. Good morning. Have a nice lunch. Whatever you like. We'll see you next week.
Greg, is there anything you want to tell people to listen out for next week? Any tease?
Oh my God. I am remiss, and thank you, Yeti, for reminding me. Next week's episode, you are invited to go to the PFPI Gala. Go inside the gala. All the galas don't compete with the gala. The PFPI Gala. We'll celebrate Chris Cote winning this year, but it's the PFPI Gala. We'll see you next week inside the house. That kind of thing.
Come inside the gala.
You could say that.
Sorry for the popping.
Pop Doogie.